Sim Shalom Tova Uvracha. Sim Shalom. 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 Sim Shalom Tova Uvracha. 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 Sim Shalom.
ואני אשיר עוזך, וארננה בוקר חסדך, כי היית משגב לי ומנוס ביום צרי. ואני אשיר עוזך, וארננה בוקר חסדך. La 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya 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 la 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 la, I'm
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Shabbat Shalom, friends. Shabbat Shalom to all those on YouTube and to all our friends on Zoom. We have a Shechianu here, starting first time on Zoom. We're so grateful to Lauren and the Isaacs for making this happen. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. We are so blessed to be here again for Shabbat, to be together, to take a break, to look ahead to the spring. You know, we're looking outside, the trees are starting to flower. Passover is in the air. You look in the supermarket, see the matzah coming out. It's time to look for the future. People are getting vaccines slowly but surely. God willing, with our Shabbat prep, our time of appreciation and gratitude, of slowing things down, we can be hopeful. This is a chance to be hopeful and to let go of all the anxieties and the stresses, and to say, on Shabbat, we can look forward to a future, God willing, that's much, much better than now. So with that, we begin our Shabbat davening with Rabbi Jay.
So you should be able to see there's a link to our tefillah, or daf tefillah, the prayer sheet, hopefully next to your screen, whether you're on the website or joining us on Zoom. As we move through our tefillah tonight, the most important thing is not necessarily to be on the right word or the right side of the page, but really to have your heart open. So we invite you to let go of the week, even just a little bit, to begin that process of arriving into Shabbat. And one of the ways that we begin to do that is by imagining that there is a chuppah spread over us like a wedding, over all our community, even over the entire world. As we place down our burdens and we open our hearts in love. Higalena. Higale, gale, galena. Uvros Haviv alai. Sugan Shalom Lecha. Higale, gale, galena. Uvros Haviv alai. Et sugat Shalom Lecha. As we begin this process of getting closer and closer to arriving into Shabbat, we invite you to think about something this week that made you feel joyful. Maybe there were things that made you feel sad or mad, but hopefully also something or some things that made you feel joyful. So take a moment, see if you can remember. And we'll take those with us into Shabbat. Yismechu hashamayim,
Hashamayim
Yismechu
yismechu
hashamayim,
Hashamayim yismechu hashamayim v'tageh haaretz yismechu hashamayim, Hashamayim yismechu hashamayim, Hashamayim yismechu hashamayim v'tageh haaretz. Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam
this week's Torah portion, it is Ki Tisa. And in the story of our Exodus, we are wandering through the wilderness. And at a certain moment, God invites Moses to come up on the top of Mount Sinai. And with God's finger, God writes in some kind of magical, mystical way on 2 tablets. These are the commandments that Moses is going to bring down to the people at the foot of the mountain. But Moses is up with God on that mountain for so long, and the people become increasingly impatient that under the leadership of Aaron, they come up with a new idea. Maybe they won't wait for Moses. They won't wait for God's Torah. They'll create a different kind of God, a God of gold, a God that looks like a calf. Well, when Moses begins to walk down the mountain and sees what the Israelites are doing, Moses is furious and takes the 2 tablets, throws them to the ground, and smashes them into 1,000,000 pieces. Maybe this week you've had a moment where you felt like Moses and you lost your temper because you were really angry. Or maybe you've had a moment this week where you felt like you were one of the Israelites, waiting, being impatient perhaps, and then maybe making a mistake. It happens to all of us. But God doesn't give up on Moses, and Moses doesn't give up on the people of Israel, and we don't give up on each other. We never give up on the people that we love. We make mistakes. When children are learning to walk, they learn by falling down. That's how we grow. So, God invites Moses back up to the mountain a second time to write another set of tablets. And at first, it seems like those tablets are going to be exactly like the first set. But God has something a little different in mind. God says, we're not going to erase those first mistakes. We're not going to erase what's happened before, even if it made us angry or sad. We're going to take all those broken pieces from the first tablets, and we're going to take the whole tablets from that second set. And we're going to place them in an ark, like that ark, like this ark inside of our hearts. We're going to take all those experiences, maybe even the hard ones, especially the hard ones, the mistakes, especially the difficult mistakes, the tantrums, especially the difficult tantrums. We're going to take them and we're going to place them all in our heart so that we can grow wiser and we can grow in love and we can grow in our remembering that we can always start over. So in this Shabbat, it's the end of a week. We give ourselves the chance to put the broken pieces from the week and the whole pieces from the week, to put them in our hearts and give ourselves a chance to rest so that we too can start over. We're going to continue with Lecha Dodi, welcoming in Shabbat fully into our souls, our neshamot, which you can find in your Siddur on page 23, or just join along with us. Lecha Dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nekalela Shamor v'zahor ve'li moreh לקראת שבת לכו ונרגיעים את כל הברכה. מראש מקדם לסוכה, סוף מעשה במחשבה תהילה. לאדוני לקראת גאלה, פני שבת נגאלה. Ay, 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 לא תבושי ימין ושמאל תקרותי ואת אדוני תריצי אל יריש בן פרצי ונשמחה ונגילה הולך אדוני לקראת גאלה פני שבת נקבלה. הולך אדוני לקראת גאלה פני שבת Please rise and face the door.
בואי בשלום
הדרך
עלה גם בשמחה ובצולה
תוך אמוני
עם זהולה בואי עלה
chatter that gets in the way, and listen to your soul. Sit your bodies on the ground. Roll your shoulders back and down. Wriggle your fingers and your toes. Breathe in gently through your nose. And sing shalom. Shema, listen with your heart and your soul. Israel, we're the people of the book. Adonai, God is everywhere and in everything and in you and me. Elohim, maybe you can feel God in your heart. Adonai, that great spirit we call God. Echad is one. Continue now with our Amidah, which is our standing prayer. We stand up and we face towards Yerushalayim, towards Jerusalem. And if you don't know which direction Jerusalem is in, you can just open up your heart and let your heart lead the way. This is a moment for us to thank God for all the blessings in our lives, to ask God for help if we need it, to ask God for healing, to thank God for Shabbat. So whatever words are on your heart, we put them into our Amidah. Adonai, Sivatai Nitach, Uviagi, Tehilatecha. 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 going to recite Kiddush. We thank God not just for the sweetness of this juice, and if you have some juice or wine at home, you can join me. We thank God with Kiddush for this moment in time, for all that we've experienced, and also for this chance now to rest and to remember that we're free. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri agafe.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu mitzvotav v'ratzavanu b'shabbat kodsho b'ahava u'b'ratzon hinchilanu zikaron maseh v'reshit ki hu yom tehillah lemikra kodesh zecher yitziat Mitzrayim tivanu v'arta yotanu ginasha mikol העמים ושבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו. ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת. So at this time, we invite all who are in mourning, all who are observing a yard site, to rise for Kaddish Yatom as we remember those we have loved and we have lost. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah.
Amen.
Be'alma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei. B'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'v'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael. Bagala ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבם ברך לעולם ולעולמי עלמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו. לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה. דאמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה. וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל ואמרו אמן. All right, friends, I'm going to grab the announcements up here. Couple quick announcements. This Sunday morning, I'm going to offer a short meditation as I've been doing on a monthly basis. So that begins at 10 o'clock, Zoom, register to get the link. You know the deal. There's an Around the World Trivia Night for grown-ups and teenagers at 7:30 on Monday night. That should be a lot of fun. And as Rabbi Eric said, it's time to start thinking about Passover. Pesach is coming. If you are interested in trying out these amazing mitzvah matzahs, which we're going to have available for the first time this year, it's a soft kind of pita-like matzah, and all the proceeds go to help stopping slavery and human trafficking. Then go to Mitzvah Matzah's website. You can find out more information on our web, on our amazing Pesach bulletin that Lauren helped create for our community. All the information is there. After Shabbat, order your matzahs right away. There are a number of other classes that we're offering, so check out that whole bulletin to help get your hearts and your hands and your heads all ready for Passover. Looking ahead, Monday, March 15th, we're going to have a screening of a documentary called A Long Journey, The Hidden Jews of the Southwest. And we'll be also collecting things for the annual collection for the Episcopal Farm Workers Ministry, which will start Sunday, March 21st. So that's pretty much it. Anything else? Okay. Most of you know, but just in case, Beth Meyer has 2 weekly Minyan services, Wednesday evening at 7, Sunday morning at 9 via Zoom, and our service now, followed by Kabbalat Shabbat at 8 o'clock on YouTube. We look forward to hopefully having some of you join us for various moments of this Shabbat when we're going to be partnering with Hayas to really think deeply about how we welcome refugees and how that's a part of our Judaism, part of our spirituality. So you can look out for more on that tonight, tomorrow morning, and into the end of Shabbat. All right, we're going to close tonight with a prayer for peace. It's called Peace Like a River, Sim Shalom, and you can find it on your just sing along with us.
I've got peace like a river.
I got peace like a river. I got peace like a river in my soul.
And it flows like a river, and it flows like a river,
and it flows like a river in my soul. I've got joy like a fountain. I got joy like a fountain. I got joy like a fountain in my soul.
and it flows like a fountain,
and it flows like a mountain, and it flows like a mountain
in my
soul. I've got love like an ocean. I got love like an ocean. I got love like an ocean in my soul.
And it flows like the ocean,
And it flows like the ocean. And it flows like the ocean in my soul. Sim shalom tova tova uracha v'chesed v'rachamim. Sim shalom tova tova uracha v'chesed v'rachamim.
I've got peace like a river.
I got peace like a river. I got peace like a river in my soul.
and it
Flows like a river, and it flows like a river, and it flows like a river in my soul.
Shalom
Tova tova uracha v'chesed v'rachamim. Sim shalom tova tova uracha v'chesed v'rachamim. Shabbat shalom, everyone. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom.
ומנוס ביום צרי. עוזיאל לך עזמרה, עזמרה. עוזיאל לך עזמרה, עזמרה.